Hey everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with JediInsider.com, your #1 news source for everything Star Wars. And I'm back from Hascon. I got back the other day. I hope you've been enjoying the coverage on the websites and here on YouTube. But now I'm doing my first review of one of the Hascon exclusives. This is the Star Wars 6-inch Black Series Captain Rex figure. Now the figure itself really isn't an exclusive. This figure will be released in the regular series, but the packaging is unique. It is not the typical packaging we see with the Black Series. So you've got the slipcover box, and on the front you've got blue, and you've got the Star Wars, the Black Series logo, and then you've got an image of Rex down here holding his pistols in the corner, and you've got some markings up here in the top, and then on the side, one side, you've got a detailed bio for Rex. And then on the other side, it just says his name. Now there's no number on this because it is an exclusive. And then on the back, you just have the markings on Captain Rex's helmet and again his name. Now, like I said, this is a slip cover, so you can lift this off and then you've got the figure clearly displayed. So this is very similar to other con exclusive Black Series figures we've seen in the past. The Jyn Erso figure and the Rey figure. So you've got Captain Rex's symbol, his Imperial symbol, or I guess clone symbol as it was, and then his name, and then the figure and his weapons and accessories are clearly displayed. And then again down below you've got the Black Series logo. On the back you again just have some images of Rex, and then it's just blank. Alright, let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging along with the other contents. Now, first of all, if you're not familiar with Captain Rex, he's never actually appeared in any of the movies, unless you count the old guy in Return of the Jedi in the Endor scene that they now call Captain Rex. But especially in this clone armor, you've never seen him in the movies. He was a character created for the Clone Wars animated series, and then later he started appearing, an older version of himself started appearing in the Rebels animated series. And then, like I said, recently they've kind of said that he had a brief cameo in Return of the Jedi. There's an old guy that's a rebel soldier in the Endor scene that looks kind of like Rex, and so now they're actually saying that's who he was Rex, even though back when they did Return of the Jedi, no one had even heard of Rex. But nevertheless, this figure, you know, this character has played a pretty important role in the Star Wars universe. And I think Hasbro's done a good job of capturing the likeness of the character. Now, this is not done in an animated style, even though this is based on an animated character, just like we've seen with the Rebel figures that have been done with the 6-inch Black Series. It's done in the realistic look. I really like the detailing on the armor. So with the helmet, he's got these blue markings, which I think look good, and they go around the eyes, and then you've got the black on the eyes. And then he's got these gold marks with some metallic gold in between. It's like a yellowish gold, and then you've got some metallic gold in between that. So really nice detailing with the helmet, and then he's got these markings for like kills up here on his helmet on both sides. And he's had a lot of kills, you can tell, of battle droids. And then he's got this viewfinder that actually moves, kind of like the Boba Fett helmet, so you can put that down in front of his eyes. And then the helmet itself is actually removable. You can take this off, and it's done with kind of a rubber type material like we've seen with other figures in this line. And then I think they've done a really nice job with the head sculpt. Definitely looks like the actor who played Boba Fett and Jango, or I should say Jango Fett really. And he's got this really kind of bleach blonde hair, and then he's got some scratches on his face. And again, I think they've done a really nice job with this head sculpt and capturing the look of the character from the animated series. For the rest of the figure, I think they've done a really nice job. This figure has a really nice paint job, especially with the wash effect to make the armor look dirty throughout the entire figure. I think they've done a really good job with that all throughout and on the belt. So again, it definitely doesn't look like a clean armor. It looks like an armor that's been through a lot of battle. He's got the blue stripings down the arms, and he's got some scratch marks, and then he's got more markings for additional kills down his arm, his lower arm, on both sides. And then he's got some red markings on his chest here with some metallic silver in between the two red lines. That looks pretty good, nice and clean. He wears this shoulder pad, and it's got the blue and black, and you've got some metallic silver on the buttons on this front pouch here. And this is done with a rubber type vinyl material, and this is actually not removable. It's a separate piece on the figure, but it's actually been glued on the figure, so it's not something that you can actually remove. I like the sculpting on the belt. He's got the little tube thing on the back like you normally see with stormtroopers and clone troopers, and he's got the pouches. And he's got 2 working gun holsters. He does come with 2 removable pistols, and I'll show you all of his accessories in just a minute. He's got this skirt piece, and it's interesting that they made this a soft goods as opposed to that kind of vinyl rubber material we normally see with these type of things. So it's definitely an interesting choice, and I think it hangs pretty good on the figure. And it's done with just black and the blue striping, so it matches the rest of the figure pretty nicely. And again, he's got additional blue markings on his legs, more wash effect for dirt, and then additional markings for more kills. He really has killed a lot of battle droids over the years. And he's got those markings on both legs. So for accessories, as I mentioned, he comes with 2 pistols, and these are exactly the same, and they're done with a black, almost metallic type paint. And I like the sculpting detail. They look pretty true to the pistols he has in the cartoon. And then he also comes with just a standard clone trooper rifle, and again, this has got that black metallic type paint and pretty nice sculpting with the actual detailing on it, and again, looks pretty true to what we see in the movies and the cartoon. And then finally, he comes with this long rifle that looks pretty true to what we see in the movies and cartoon, and again, it has that kind of black metallic finish. And he'll hold the weapons in both hands. The right hand does have a trigger finger, but you can have him hold weapons in the left hand as well, and he holds them nice and tight. This figure stands about 6 1/4 inches tall if you count to the top of his helmet, and if you count to the top of his viewfinder, it's about 6 1/2 inches tall. Here's a comparison with the Black Series Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. And here's a comparison with the Black Series Commander Cody and a regular clone trooper. So for articulation, you can turn the head to the left and to the right, and he can look down about that much, and he can look back about that much. Really can't look back too much, and can't pivot to the left or the right either. Arms attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so you can get his arm out good. Now this left arm with this shoulder pad, you can't really rotate all the way around. You can kind of, but actually, yeah, you kind of do it out, but you really can't rotate all the way around. And then the right arm, you definitely can rotate all the way around without any problem. He does have a bicep swivel. He has a double hinged elbow, so he's got good bending at the elbow. He's got rotation at the wrist, and then he's got hinges on the hand, so good down movement. And really can't do up very much though because of this armor piece over the hand. And then he's got a midsection joint, so you've got rotation there at the midsection. You can kind of pivot to the left and right a little bit, but can only crunch down a tiny bit, not too much, and look back a tiny bit, but again, not too much. Doesn't have a waist swivel. Legs are attached with ball joints, but because of the armor pieces, can only do the splits about that much. Can get the leg forward if you kind of turn it out that way, and then again, you can kind of do the leg out and back about that much. Has a thigh swivel up high where the armor piece meets the black portion. And then he's got double jointed knee, so good bending at the knee. And then hinges on the feet, so you can do the foot up, but really can't do the foot back, again, because of the armor piece. And then does have ankle pivot. And 2 peg holes on the bottom of the feet. Okay, so that's my review. So overall, I think this is a really nice looking figure. This is one of my more preferred armors from the Clone Wars, the Captain Rex armor, and I think they've done a really nice job with it. I also like the head sculpt and the fact that you can remove the helmet. Now, as I mentioned before, the figure itself will be released in the regular line. This Hascon exclusive version with the special packaging, it will be sold on Hasbro's Toy Shop on September 20th. I don't know exactly what time of day it'll go up, but it is listed on the website currently for $20, and they say it'll go on sale on September 20th. Now, we'll have a full image gallery up at JediInsider.com. There'll be a link in the video description below. As always, leave a comment, let us know what you think. If you're so inclined, please like the video, and also subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. And you can also follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. I have links to those in the video description as well. And until next time, I'll catch you later.